everyone, I'm Metis Balaska, and welcome back to Arcadia Fallen. And if you've been following this game since I started playing it, you will know that this game has been nominated for another award for Best Debut and Best Narrative. Congrats to them on the nomination, and I very much hope they win. I do think this game is generally that good. And despite my frustration last time, I promised that won't happen again. I did what I said I would do last time, and like recorded the moment inside the I got what I got those puzzles done. And anyway, back to where we are, Chapter 5. Oh wow, Chapter 5 already. I thought it was Chapter 4. Not bad. So yeah, things are going to get real serious next time. Pretty soon. Okay. Load. Now, I don't normally go. I haven't normally gone for the alchemy puzzles first, but we're going to do that this time. And we've got everyone in different spots. Okay, now we can go to the flower festival. We can't go to the flower festival right away, but we're not going to do that. We are going to get revenge on those last few puzzles. I'm going to state it like these puzzles aren't bad. It's just that I couldn't remember how I did them and within the required amount of moves last time.
Welcome back.
Metis, you're just in time. The new alchemy table just arrived. Isn't it beautiful? Looks like the shop will be back to its old self soon. Vacation over. Like we had much of a vacation. Guess you don't need me then. That's lovely.
That's great.
That's wonderful. I'm sure you're eager to get back to brewing yourself again.
I appreciate it.
I do miss standing by the table myself. However, during this time, these old feet have also come to appreciate sitting on the sidelines.
I wonder.
This whole ordeal, it made me consider that it might be time for me to retire. You have grown so much during this time. There's nothing left for me to teach you. It was always my wish that you would take over the shop once you were ready. I think it might be time. You trusted to me. I'm honored. I would be honored, Elizabeth. If you think I am ready. I wouldn't mind the shop changing locations, maybe. I'm glad you think that way. It warms this old woman's heart to know that you will use what I have taught you well.
Let's try that again.
Forgive this old woman's musings. It isn't something you need to worry about now. We still have to bring this matter of demons to a close, and after that we need to unbind you and Mime somehow. Do we have to? Just saying, do we have to? I could hug that girl forever. Anything else, including the future of the shop, comes second to that. I want to practice alchemy. Time to do this. I'm here to practice my alchemy. Very well. Okay, I'm going to give a few honest attempts. I have recorded the solutions to these. And again, these are the last 3 in the game. But if I mess up too much, I'll refer to the videos I have recorded. I've got them on my phone, so I don't interrupt my feed. So, a Feast for Fairies, a tiny potion that will make you feel full of, like you've eaten a feast. Okay. I think it's that. And we can do that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I may have screwed up. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I screwed up. Because that's going to explode when it gets to here. Okay, retry. Okay, so we need to have this then. And we need to have...
Let's try that again.
That's wrong. Actually, no. I think it's that and that. So... 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope. Okay, video time. Okay, I see. Pause, please. Okay. One. Two, three, four, 5, 6.
What's that smell?
I just looked at the solution and I'm still getting it wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm scrolling up. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And am I looking at the wrong one? No, I'm not. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm doing it wrong. Already 15 minutes in. Great timing. Yeah, I believe this is it.
You did it!
There we go. Two more to go. Flower permanents. Tired of your beautiful flowers wilting? And this potion will make them last for eternity. So again, at this time, I think it's that. Two, three, 4, 5.
Oops.
Actually, no, I don't think I need, yeah, I think I can do it with just this. One, 2, 3, 4, no. No, I think I do need that. And I do need one already there. One, 2, 3, 4, no. Okay, to the video. 2. Okay, so, I had it right before. Two of these. One, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there we are.
Oh, that's splendid.
Powerful potion. Don't tell Elizabeth. Powerful poison. Don't tell Elizabeth you discovered this one. Yeah, there's no way to do this, but to have all of them here.
What's that smell?
Oh yeah, I also discovered realized after watching Z's video that empowered ingredients don't explode next to volatile ingredients of the same type, because they're counting as a different ingredient entirely.
You did it!
And there we are. That is every star in the game. I didn't even need my video on that one. If you want proof that I recorded my own footage instead of looking at someone else's, for one, Z didn't do these ones in his playthrough, and I wouldn't have been able to remember them anyway. And whatchamacallit, and I didn't look up any walkthroughs or anything like that. If you need proof of that, let me know, and I can just upload the times I first recorded them. I'm done.
Bye.
That's the end of that.
Very well. Take care.
You once called me soft, Anne.
And I still stand by that statement.
I figured. But I've realized lately, you're quite soft yourself, are you not? You might seem cold and focused on your work, but you care for your friends fiercely. If that's what it means to be soft, then I don't think I mind.
Oh, that? It wasn't meant as an insult, you know. I much prefer that people show their true selves instead of hiding behind a fake tough persona.
But you said you compared me to Victoria, then said I was nothing like her.
Well, Victoria is an outlier, obviously. She's just genuinely tough. There's no reason for her to fake it.
I suppose you're right about that.
I do like that, how that came around. Like, she called him soft, but she didn't mean it as an insult. And yeah, he is right. Anne appears cold, but when she's friends with someone, she cares for them. She cares for them a lot and isn't afraid to show it. For the most part. All right. No, we are not ready for the Flower Festival yet. We are going to see everyone, and that includes Victoria. You find Victoria in the alchemy shop, sharpening her sword while looking deep in thought. I wonder if this is the scene.
I see you're making the rounds.
Because there is a particular time when certain things culminate, and I can't remember if it's this chapter or next. Maybe it's both, since we're both since this is chapter chapter 6, chapter 5, I mean. Because we only have 2 chapters left. Anyway.
You've fallen into the role of leadership quite comfortably. If things were different, you might have done well as a knight.
I could get used to these compliments. We all did.
It was a team effort. We all played our part in making this possible.
Of course, that would be your answer. I can see the question in your eyes, so before you ask, I'll cut straight to the point. I'm doing fine. Well, that's maybe a bit much. I'm still not comfortable that we didn't follow the proper protocol, but the result speaks for itself.
Indeed.
Once Anne finishes the locket and we seal the demons away for good, I will brief Alethea about the situation and things will be resolved properly.
Will you be okay?
About that...
She can't exactly complain. She was the one who wanted to keep it under wraps, and I was simply following orders.
That is true. She has no one to blame for it. She has no one to blame but herself.
When I get back to Eridus, the real work will begin for me.
Yes.
Goldner needs to pay for the damage he's caused.
Oh, yes. Just for the record, I am still a fan of shoving Elizabeth Kane up his ass and just getting her an entirely new one. Maybe even surgically sealing his ass so it stays in there.
I have the evidence I need, and I will be sure to pursue anyone else involved in this scandal.
I was really angry at him last time. my frustration did not help.
This won't happen again.
I believe in you.
Actually...
If anyone can pull it off, it would be you. Victoria continues sharpening her sword. The rough but precise movements making sparks dance along the edge. Yeah, I think this is the scene. Okay, out with it.
So...
Right, so something's obviously wrong. Out with it.
Don't order me around. We need to talk about what happened last night. You jumped into that fight without any preparation, casting a spell that you had no idea how it worked, completely disregarding your own safety.
Is it the fact that I didn't fight protocol, that I didn't follow protocols, or... Let's try to defuse it. You should know me better. You should know me better than that by now, Victoria. Recklessness is kind of my thing.
Don't you dare make a joke out of this. I can't believe you would be that reckless. You could have been killed, possessed, or worse.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Would you stop apologizing? I care about you.
Yes,
You
that.
reckless, frustrating idiot. I'll be damned before I let you throw your life away for something stupid like this again.
Yes, this is it. Yeah, so this is the chapter where all feelings come out. All the romance you put for your desired for your chosen companion culminate, and you come together with your friends too. You come closer to your friends too. For the record, with Anne, she's like so she's like so nonchalant and practically oblivious. One of the choices you get for her is just like, oh, screw it, and just go in for the kill. And yep, they actually have artwork for the kiss scene, and it's different for your character. I love this. This is a lot of care and effort. I forgot to read it. For a moment, and she freezes in shock. Then she pushes you back up against the wall and forcefully kisses you back. For a moment, there's nothing but burning lips and desperate hands holding you close. When the two of you finally pull apart, you are both breathing heavy, staring at each other, both in shock and wonder.
That was...
That was the hottest kiss of our lives, apparently.
We should...
Don't you dare say a word. Continue.
Personally, I think we are making real progress here, and it would be quite a shame to end things prematurely.
Wow, that voice. Victoria glares at you, Darky. You're insufferable. She states and kisses you again.
Now, this is not something I ever imagined I'd say.
What is it now, Mage?
Someone actually managed to break down that icy wall that surrounds your heart. Quite a feat, honestly. I wonder why our dear alchemist would go to so much trouble.
You shouldn't be so surprised that someone has better taste than you.
Ouch.
Touché.
Yeah, and obviously, there are banters specific depending on who you romance. Actually, it was Michael that commented when I romanced Anne earlier too. In my previous playthrough, I mean. So that's interesting. Like, I don't know if it's a random chance for the banters. As definitely a different person up here commented when with Z's choice. I guess it's who would most notice, and in this case, is for both Anne and Victoria would be Michael, since he's most interested in them both. So yeah, I think here it's just the beat to go to the flower festival. Yeah. Actually, let's quickly see if there's anything else with Elizabeth. No, that is the end of it.
Bye.
Very well.
We just technically own the shop now.
This is done, Michael. Where do you plan to go?
It's not like you, Anne, to ask questions you already know the answers to. I'll be back on the road, obviously. Living the good life while hiding from the hunters.
You know, once I become a professor, I'll have a say in student enrollment. We could...
Let me stop you right there, Anne. You know as well as I that I'm not really cut out for schoolwork.
But...
Aw, are you perhaps worried about me?
You absolute dimwit, Michael. Could you be serious for just one bloody second of your life?
Language.
With everything that's happened, you and I both know things won't be the same. Victoria can only pull so many strings with the Knights. You are going to be on the run from them for the rest of your life. wandering aimlessly with no goal or purpose.
So that's what this is about? Thank you, Anne, for your kindness. You and I, our goals couldn't be any more different, but I promise you, I will never wander without purpose. Just as your academy is your home, the road is mine. I will be happy. I promise you.
You better. Otherwise, I'll track you down and force you to enroll in one of my classes, and I won't go easy on the homework.
Noted.
I really like that. So, who shall we visit next? Actually, before I do anything else, time to hydrate. Ah, that's good. Let's check in on Caden first. You go and search for Mime, and Caden at the memo. You go in search of Mime and Caden at the meadow. In the middle of town. It has been follow what? Follow to rest the soil for another season. Is that a gardening term? I don't know. And the ground is engulfed with wildflowers.
And then you wrap the ends around like this to lock the knot in place.
Oh, my baby.
Careful! You don't want to accidentally snap the stem.
You find the pair seated within the tall grass. The former busily teaching the latter how to properly braid a flower crown. My baby.
That's easy for you to say. These things are very delicate.
Nah, it's just your hands that are too big.
Ouch.
Hi! You here to help as well?
Mine's a tough teacher. Looks like you're having fun.
Looks like the two of you are having fun?
Fun is a relative concept.
Don't be like that. I've seen you smiling several times during this, so it can't be that bad.
Don't try to act tough, Caden. We've already established that you're soft like a jellyfish. A big glowy jellyfish.
I'm still struggling a little with the purpose of this exercise.
Well, part of it is just to have fun.
I understand that you make these wreaths for aesthetic reasons, but won't the flowers just wilt?
Well, sure, but until they do, they look really cute.
Something pretty until it wilts, huh? What an odd form of art.
Yeah. Shh. No one tell him about modern art. Isn't all art odd? I'm gonna tease a little.
Your people aren't fans of pretty things?
On the contrary, artists are highly valued among my people. However, the materials used are always permanent. Statues or glass figurines, jewelry cut from precious stones or metals. It's all designed to last forever. Something to leave behind that others might remember you by.
Hold on a sec. I've been noticing chat on Novia is having trouble to connect. I'm also on Twitch, by the way. Haven't started streaming right now, but if you're following me here, please feel free to follow me there. I will probably stream at some point. It's all designed to last forever.
Spending time making something like this brittle thing, knowing full well it's temporary. I quite like it.
Really? I'm glad, because we still got a few more to go for making enough for everyone.
Yep, we gotta make for the whole village. Okay, I'm kidding. It's just this like our group, which is like 8 people.
I see.
Have fun. I'll give you a hand.
Why don't I give you a hand?
That would be most appreciated.
You sit yourself down among the wildflowers, and together the 3 of you work weaving reeds. Weaving reeds. Blech. Many attempts and mistakes later, you are starting to have a nice collection of finished crowns. Mime has run off to fetch more flowers, leaving you and Caden alone in the little nest of grass you have built. You sit quietly for a while, weaving the flowers. It is Caden who eventually breaks the silence.
You scared me, you know. When you fell, I honestly thought we had lost you.
7 more lives left. I'm doing it.
The way I'm counting it, I still have 7 more lives left. So I should be good.
I mean, I'm a goddess, not a cat, but...
I'll have you know that I understand that reference. And I also know that it only applies to cats.
This was a lot easier back when you knew nothing.
I can imagine. You know, finding friendship never was the goal for me when I left my home.
Isn't it nice that it happened anyway?
I was looking for adventure, glory, and a chance to spite my elders. Yet now, out of all those things, it is your friendship I treasure the most.
Yeah, pretty much emo teen stuff. Me as well.
Thank you, Caden. I value your friendship as well.
I'm glad.
Hi, you two. I found a bunch more flowers for us.
Mime returns, and the 3 of you continue your work while listening to her excitedly talk about the festival. Ah, my baby. I wonder if she catches you I wonder if she catches you and then Caden kissing if you romance him. I should try that at some point. Like, in my free time, obviously.
Here you go, Caden.
A list? I don't understand. What is this, Mime?
I wrote down all the places you should go visit in town once the demons are gone. The bakery is an obvious one. Also, the town square at twilight looks really pretty. And there's this bridge over the brook. If you climb down underneath, you can watch these tiny fish swim upstream and...
But, Mime, I thought you were going to show all these places to me.
I would love to, but you've seemed a bit uncomfortable around me lately, so I figured you'd rather go alone.
Mime, I'm sorry.
I thought I told you to stop apologizing already.
I know, and I'm going to try harder at forgiving myself. So, save your list, okay? I want you to be the one showing me around.
Oh, okay. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
Oh, that is great. So we've got two more people to visit, Michael and Anne. We are going to see Anne. Oh, we can also talk to Quinn. Let's see Quinn last, actually.
If you're here for Anne, she went out a moment ago. You can probably find her out behind the shop.
And outside.
Anne's outside? Go see for yourself.
You walk around to the back of the flower shop and find not only the mage, but a furry guest too.
Here you go, Mercury. Leftover chicken from dinner. Enjoy.
Anne, Quinn told me that you're out here willingly. Is that true? Kitty! I love cats. A gray cat purrs and winds around Anne's feet as the mage places down a plate of food. I mean, for the record, if anyone here is not a cat person, then no judgment here. I can totally get why they would be unappealing, but yeah, I'm definitely a cat lover. It eagerly chomps down on the treat, and she watches it with a gentle smile.
You're welcome as always.
To tease or not to tease? That's a running joke from now on. I'm gonna tease a little.
Oh, so you're a cat person. I had no idea.
Anne jumps up startled, making the kitten mew in protest.
You? Why are you here? I haven't called for you yet. Or have I?
I just wanted to see you.
I just came by to see how you were doing. I'm glad to see you're making time for a break.
I am capable of doing things other than work, you know? If it catches my interest, that is. I was just taking a moment to feed Mercury. We're not allowed to have pets at the Academy.
That's a sad existence.
So once I go back, I'll have to leave him behind.
No.
He'll be fine, of course. Judging by his size, I'd say I'm far from the only one feeding him.
Isn't
I am going to miss our break times.
Isn't that just the way? Yeah, like one of our cats used to like go out for days on end. So she was kind of like the neighborhood's cat in a way. But she sort of like became too old for that. And then she became sick and unable to take care of herself. Let's just you can pretty much guess what happened after that. That mini valley has its perks.
I'm glad to see you've discovered some bright sides of living here.
I'll admit it's not quite as big of a nightmare as I'd imagined.
I love that wording.
You know, when I came here, I was fully prepared to hunker down and get some research done so I could return. I didn't expect to end up enjoying myself quite as much as I have. It's been a pleasure working with you. You've been a most fascinating guinea pig.
So, I'm not a guinea pig. You give the best compliments. It's been a pleasure.
I've enjoyed working with you as well, Anne.
I'm glad.
Mercury makes a purring sound and rubs against Anne's hand until she relents and pets him behind his ear.
You know what? Maybe I will bring him back to the academy with me.
They don't have to know.
The rule against pets is silly anyway.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I can understand it's not being in certain areas, but it should be fine in like the dorm area and stuff. Like as long as they don't bother other people and you don't neglect them, it should be fine. But maybe that's wishful thinking on my part.
I'm sure cats in the library would tremendously decrease the students' stress levels.
Or increase, depending. I'm more of a dog person. Cat library. I agree.
I'm sure Mercury would fit right in among the students.
Still going with the birds of a feather angle.
Right? I might have to keep them from feeding him too many treats, though.
So Quinn sent me to tell you that they have tea ready inside, and... Is that a kitten?
Oh yeah, I forgot Kim was in this scene. I believe it, if I remember correctly, if you romance Anne, and you kiss her here, Kim some sort of catches you. It's kind of funny. You and Anne share an amusing look as Kim rushes out to coo and pet the cat. It seems like tea will have to wait. And that's a typo.
Hey, Anne. Are you doing all right? You're looking a bit tired. Should we get you another coffee?
I don't understand you, Mime.
Huh?
You're a spirit and I'm a mage. I've treated you like an expendable research project, and yet you still keep being nice to me. Why?
Well, I suppose I just prefer being nice to people. Maybe it's a spirit thing.
No, Mime. I think this is all just you. I suppose I was rather stupid to assume all spirits would be like the ones I studied at the academy. And, sure, let's take a break later and have some coffee together.
Really? Okay, that sounds lovely.
Well, you are kind of her other mom in another timeline, and okay, yeah, that's Quinn. So you find Michael in the Forgotten Library.
Welcome. How are you feeling? That was quite the impressive magic you performed yesterday. I must admit, I'm still struggling to understand exactly what happened.
My magic is not to be understood. Technically, this is true.
I don't think my magic wants to be understood. It would much rather remain an enigma to us all.
I can empathize with that.
He is a chaos
You
mage.
did a good thing for that kid yesterday. Even if I'll never agree with the decision to send him off to the academy.
He does need help, But I don't think sending him to the academy is exactly for the best. I didn't want to.
I didn't want to send him there either. But we didn't have much choice.
Hey now, I didn't mean for you to blame yourself for this. It is just how the system works.
Ah, yes. The oh-so-perfect system.
The academy will probably be the safest place for him from now on.
Yeah, that is fair.
He doesn't strike me as the type who'd survive on the road alone for very long. Even I had help in the beginning.
I thought you were all powerful. Please explain.
I know you said when we met your story wasn't a cheery fairy tale, but even so, would you be willing to share it with me?
For you, I'll make an exception.
Viva la exceptions.
I don't remember much from the cleansing. I must have been 5 or younger when it happened. I remember the screaming and the flames. And then from the ashes, someone hauled me up into the sun. A new life. The Empire would never admit it. But there are many mages living under their noses across the land. Powerful mages who stay out of the way of non-magi humans. Some of these fancy themselves collectors of sorts, scouring the earth for talented individuals to recruit. That's what happened to me. I was brought into a guild of spellcasters who raised and educated me, trained me to become a force of nature. Would you believe me if I told you once upon a time I had ambitions to change the world?
It's not too hard to
Your
imagine.
self-deprecating humor is failing you, Michael. It's not that hard to imagine.
Really? What do you know? I thought if I just became powerful enough, if I studied and trained harder than any mage before me, then I could be the one to change things. I learned soon enough how ridiculous that idea was. I left the guild. They didn't share my grand vision of reform. Arrogant as I was, I didn't think I needed them. So I left, and I learned. And the more I knew, the more I was lost. The more you know about the world, the more insignificant your own existence becomes. As you realize, the world is a rolling boulder, and we are ants in its path. Yet I came here, fueled by my own morbid sense of curiosity.
It never hurts to be curious.
One last grand attempt of the genius who wanted to change the world. I didn't expect to succeed, to survive. And then I met you. You are possibly the most perplexing individual I have ever met. You took an already absurd world and turned it on its head. But even so, I'm grateful for our time together.
Yeah, it's funny how replaying this with the perspective I have, you can kind of see where the romantic moments would be with these other characters. I guess you're tolerable. You're a good friend, Michael.
I'm grateful for your friendship as well, Michael. Thank you for sticking this out with me.
Anytime, my friend. Though, I'd prefer to take a short break in between our next world-saving adventure.
Which is fair.
Maybe next time, we can deal with something less life-threatening, like bandits, pirates, maybe a dragon.
I love how a dragon's less threatening right now. It's not like I have anything better to do. I look forward to it.
Searching the continent for non-existent dragons sounds good to me.
Then that's a deal, my friend. That's a deal.
Right, seems like we've exhausted all the banters. Let's go see Quinn. The flower shop is closed, so you step around the back to go inside. Finding Quinn and Kim hunched over a potted plant. The young mage's face is scrunched up in concentration as Quinn guides him through some steps.
Don't force the magic, Kim.
And remember to hydrate, Kim. Remember to hydrate.
Flowers are gentle. They need encouragement, not pressure.
Yeah, that is true. Isn't there like a thing that flowers outright grow better when classical music is playing or something? Or maybe that's been debunked. I'm not sure by now. Let me know. Let me know in the comments, maybe. Like if you know.
So I should cheer for the flower?
In a sense.
If that helps you focus on the encouraging energy, then yes, absolutely.
Okay then. Come on, flower. You've got this.
So do you, Kim. A small blue flower opens its petals, and Kim's eyes widen in amazement.
I did it?
Cheering on others can sometimes help you cheer on yourself. Don't forget that. If you ever doubt yourself, then speak the words out loud. Say that you can do it. Because even if you don't believe it at first, if you keep cheering yourself on, eventually it will stick.
I'll try to remember that.
I'm glad. Now, go on. Put this guy back out in the shop.
Right.
Quinn turns to you.
Ah, hello. You have good timing.
Want to brag about your pupil? He's making progress.
He's making great progress already.
He really is. Given how he's been repressing his magic until now, it's quite amazing how fast he's learning.
Indeedy.
No doubt he will turn into quite the powerful mage one day. With his help, I finally finished my spell to restore the forest. It will take a while for nature to properly return, but it is a step in the right direction.
Don't jinx it. That's great.
That's so great, Quinn. You two are amazing.
Thank you, dear. I couldn't have done it without your help, though. Thanks to you, I could finally use my training for something with a great purpose. I'm looking forward to celebrating with all of you tonight.
This is actually a pretty short chapter. I actually might cut, I actually might end up cutting this earlier than usual if I remember where the story goes. But I'm going to make an effort to cut it at cut it. It's like at the end of the chapter, like as soon as we see the title screen, and as soon as we see the title. But give me a sec, guys. As I'll be right back, and then we'll move on to then we'll move on with the story. Sorry about that. Let's move on with the story. Are you ready to meet with everyone for the Flower Festival? Yes, let's. It's time. Let's have some fun already.
That seems odd.
A midnight picnic? You're all gathered in the shop, and Michael is explaining his great master plan. Yes, the streets are going to be empty while everyone is in the forest for the festival. We bring food and good company, and that's enough for a good time, no?
So that's how it is.
I'm surprised. I was sure you were going to suggest we go to the tavern. That would be Michael, wouldn't it? Zello's 2.0.
Oh, really?
You wound me. We have minors among us. Technically, we took that minor to a tavern anyway. I can be considerate. I would suggest fine wine and be a part of the food we enjoy, though. Figures. Where will we go, though? The forest will be packed with people. Well, the wilted forest, of course. The entire room stares at him in silence.
Why?
Why in the world would we have a picnic out there?
Are you sure?
That place will be super creepy at night. We have faced down demons and bigoted mine owners together. Oh, one of those mine owners. Are you really going to be intimidated by a mere forest?
Maybe, but...
Well...
Look.
Oh, my baby. Hear me out. Because the forest has a questionable reputation among the townsfolk, no one is going to go within miles of the place. We'll have the whole area to ourselves.
I see.
That's actually rather clever of you. She says while face palming.
Thank you.
Mug ass face. Also, with all the trees gone, it has to be a perfect spot for stargazing. Let's do it.
I love it.
I think it sounds like a wonderful idea. Let's do it.
Well...
I suppose it would be a shame to let all those flower crowns go to waste. To the forest! The wilted forest looks just as bare as you remember, but you notice as how shoots are now growing among the black roots. The forest is healing, which is reassuring. Yeah, there's a lot more life here now.
These flower crowns are really beautiful, Mime.
Yeah, and we've all got flower crowns now. And I believe at this point, and there's an option that unlocks in the extras option in the main menu. I can't do it from here, but there's an option that unlocks in the extras menu where Mime and where you can have Mime and you wear the flower crowns all the time, which I think is nice. It's just like a little pleasant thing you get for getting here.
Thank you. It's all thanks to your help, though. I hadn't expected them to wilt so quickly.
Oh, it was nothing a little spell couldn't handle. That is why the crowns are usually worn during the day.
Wait, so I've done it all wrong?
Oh, my baby.
Oh, don't worry your head.
And even Elizabeth gets a crown.
Sometimes we must adjust our old traditions to fit the times.
I like that. I like that. That logic.
The flowers spread joy. That's all that matters.
I'm glad you think so. Let's find a place to sit, Kim.
Okay.
No running, you two. There might be loose roots and you could fall.
Yeah, there are a lot more plants than there were before. All them plants. Plus, you can see there are rocks here. They're probably more hidden, so probably a good idea to be careful.
You can relax, Quinn. The children will be fine. They are sturdier than they appear.
Yeah, that's true.
You say that, but...
Why am I here again?
Because you love us.
I should be working on the locket.
It wouldn't be right to have a celebration without you here, Anne.
Well put, Zealous 2.0.
It would bring down morale.
You could have at least let me bring my notebooks.
This place... it's still so barren.
Yeah, but there's still a lot more life here than before.
I wonder if it will ever return to what it was.
I think this is good progress already, really.
What's done is done. The forest will grow back eventually.
And even
You should look
Victoria
forward
has a
to it.
crown. Sorry, even Victoria has a crown.
I suppose you're right. I'm impressed, Victoria. That almost sounded empathetic.
What was that, mage?
Anyway, who's up for a game of cards?
Right, just change the subject, Michael. Part of me wants to spend time with Caden and Victoria and Michael. Since I since I'm properly romanced to Victoria. But I did that last playthrough. Yeah, I'm going to spend time with Kim and mine. Get some new content. Z hasn't played this chapter yet at time of recording, so maybe you'll see the car playing scene on his end. I wonder if to find Mime and Kim setting out blankets on the ground by a dead tree.
My memories are still a bit fuzzy, but I think I like this tree.
Quinn told me that once I get better at using my powers, I'll be able to speak with the trees like spirits do. Maybe I'll make friends, just like you did.
I think you will definitely make tons of friends.
Yeah, I think Kim has the type of personality that would be good for making friends.
Don't you agree?
He's befriends some humans as well. Nah, you don't have to do that. It's like befriend the ones that are worth it. Let me put it that way.
I'm sure you'll fit right in at the academy.
I sure hope so. I'll study hard.
I bet you will. Or you might turn out to be a good listener like me.
And then once I graduate, I'll get my own flower shop somewhere, just like Quinn's. Then Ronan can... When we save him, he won't have to work any dangerous jobs anymore. It will be my turn to take care of him. I think that would be nice.
I'm sure you can make that happen.
Mhm.
And when you do, I'll definitely come to visit you both.
You. I'll be looking forward to that.
Oh, you do everything anyway. Okay. Well, you can do everything anyway. Okay, we might as well go to the other then.
You have left yourself open again, Victoria, dear. For a trained professional, you are very easy to read.
Are you sure you haven't marked the cards in some way? I mean, you seem like the type who would.
Just be quiet and play your hand, Michael.
He is right, though. It's refreshing for me not to be the one losing this game.
I love that. I love how that implies that he's been in the he's played this game with Michael before.
It's my first time playing. What did you expect?
It's my first time playing this game as well.
But you already won twice? Always watch out for the quiet ones.
Are you going to join us?
Sure, I'll have a go at it.
You guys seem awfully competitive about this, but sure, I can give it a try.
I mean, I'll probably suck, but...
It's all good fun among friends.
Quiet, Caden. I'm trying to think.
Oh yeah, for the record, if you say go easy on me, and Anne's reply is no promises. Oh, I missed that. Just like something about sharing a game. Sorry. Again, this is where a log would come in handy. But it's maybe they just didn't have the ability. They didn't have the means to do that. Yeah, Elizabeth and Quinn.
You've taken on the role of teacher quite well, Quinn.
Yeah, he fits a pretty good.
I didn't expect to enjoy it quite this much.
They fit it pretty good. I'm sorry. I just hear that feminine voice, and I think girl. I should get out of that habit. It's like ink. It's part of that whole passing mentality too, and I know very well that trans and non-binary people don't have to pass.
Kim is a lovely student, but tutoring him has made me think that perhaps I should look into the possibility of doing this for others.
Are you thinking of getting a professor title like Anne?
Oh, nothing of the sort. Mages are not the only ones who enjoy learning. I was thinking of teaching the villagers about the plants I grow. Maybe share a few non-magic skills that will help them grow their own?
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I kind of like this idea of two friends both becoming teachers in different ways. Like, Quinn becomes an unofficial tutor of sort for plants for the villagers, and goes on to teach in the academy. Excuse me.
Even if they can't use magic like me, knowing more might ease some minds. Perhaps even prevent some of the misunderstandings we've seen lately.
Yeah, knowledge is power. the more you know, the more you know, the less scary something can seem. Or consequently, the more you know, the more dangerous something can be. But it's then like you know not to stay away from it. Long story short, don't be stupid, people.
That's not a small challenge.
Yeah, indeed.
Teaching a child is one thing. Influencing the minds of people who already have theirs set, well, that's difficult.
Oh, yeah.
But there's hardly any harm in trying, right?
True.
And I am nothing if not patient.
Yeah, she's definitely proven that.
What do you
They've
think
definitely proven that.
about Quinn's idea?
They don't deserve you. Yeah, I think Quinn will be a great teacher.
I think you'd make a lovely teacher, Quinn.
Thank you. I'll do my very best.
As long as it doesn't affect the flower shop, then I approve as well.
Yeah, we still gotta get at our herbs for potions.
You've only been here a short while, but I've grown accustomed to getting my herbs from you.
It's weird to hear me. It's kind of weird to hear the version with the Silent Age. I wonder why that is. Like, apparently it's only a certain portion of Americans that so I believe the developer is here from Denmark, something like that. It's that I got from their Twitter page. Yeah, I'm kind of more accustomed to the H being pronounced herbs. It's probably something to do with the whole thing back when America was a part of was a British colony. Maybe, let me know.
Of course. I'd never disappoint my best customers.
Aww. Wait for the sun to go down. Yeah, and you can see flowers glowing. Very pretty. I mean, when you ignore the dead earth behind it. The sun starts to set, and you all gather to watch the splendid display as the light dims and gives way to thousands of stars. And then the ground comes to life. The thin green shoot that have overtaken the barren forest floor bloom. They're white, they're brilliant white anemone flowers bursting open. What in the Lethros' name is this? The anemones are blooming.
It's wonderful.
The spell worked. This is beautiful.
I'm glad.
It is, isn't it? Nature always finds its way back. It's just needed a little help to get started. Look, Quinn, they're growing. Tim is smiling so brightly it almost hurts.
How curious.
The anemone flowers growing in this area have always drawn upon the energy of the crystals in the soil, giving them this very distinct feature. No doubt the town gets its name from this very phenomenon. Such a beautiful spectacle of nature. You all watch the flowers together. You sit back, watching everyone and having a good time. Victoria settles up to you. Sidles up to you? I never heard, and I don't read that. I don't see that word very often. And by very often, I mean almost never. She looks exhausted, mildly exasperated, but there's a smile hiding behind and the hardness in her eyes. Yeah, I think this is also a thing that specific based on who you romance. Like, I believe it was Anne that did this to me, that did this last time.
This is a complete waste of our time and puts us all at great risk. However, as far as celebrations go, I guess it is acceptable.
Go somewhere more private? I'm glad to see you enjoying yourself. It's great to see you enjoying yourself, Victoria. You deserve to have a break as well. I'll rest once this is all over.
This is...
I need to talk to you about what happened earlier. Here for seconds. What about it?
Really?
It's on your mind.
Look.
You do realize that once all of this is over, I'll be going back to Eridus. This... whatever... this... whatever the... this is that we have become won't be able to last. That's not enough for me.
No.
That's not good enough for me, Victoria. What we have, to me, it's more than just some passing fling. I'm sorry if that's how you feel. I cannot give you what you want. Ice Queen. So that's it then?
This is...
We're just going to forget that all this happened?
Sorry.
She walks off. As the sun rises the next day over Anemone Valley, most of the townsfolk spend the early hours as locked up tight in their homes as the light disturbs their brewing hangovers. You, on the other hand, have made your way down into the Forgotten Library, summoned by Anne, who's eager to show you her final rendition of the Spirit Locket.
This might be my greatest achievement yet. A masterful piece of tinker magic ingenuity.
Woo!
This final version of the locket will fix the tear in the seal for good, and it will be all thanks to my undeniable genius.
Your enthusiasm is encouraging, Anne, and also quite terrifying.
I'll ignore the gloating as long as the device actually works.
Of course it will work. As soon as I'm done connecting it to the locket.
Yeah, that would be rather an important step, wouldn't it?
I thought you had completed your work.
Hey, you were the one telling me I should take the night off yesterday, so you'll need to wait patiently for the finale.
Thank you, Anne.
Thank you for your hard work, Anne. I'm sure it'll be great.
You hand the locket over to Anne, who winks.
Of course it will be. Just give me a moment.
Excuse me. She gets to work welding the metal together, and your group is left for the moment to watch her work. Elizabeth walks up beside you, her eyes running over the rows of books with a faraway look. How are you?
Elizabeth?
Don't worry yourself now. I'm merely stuck in the past for a spell. Despite how it ended, I have many fond memories of this place. There was so much excitement and drive to make a positive change in the world. It's a shame the results never lived up to the original version.
There, all done.
And declares triumphantly and hands you back your locket. It's time.
Now, remember, this spell will use up all of the demon energy you've collected so far. There will be no test runs.
So, no mistakes or we all die. No pressure.
You will have to ace this on the first try.
Like I said, no pressure. I can do this.
I'm ready. Let's end this.
You prepare yourself and hold up the locket, but before you can cast the spell... yes, here it comes. I thought these were scenes, two separate scenes of the day, but... The door to the library suddenly bursts open.
What the... Well. I thought I heard something scurrying around down here, but I didn't expect to find quite such a large gathering of rats.
And again, yet you make money off of me. So what does that make you, Goldner? You turn to find Goldner walking out from between the bookcases. Michael tenses beside you.
How did you get down here?
I followed you, of course. It came to my attention that you lot were planning something nefarious. But even I couldn't have imagined that you were hiding an archivist's collection underneath our noble town.
Again, can we just shove something big up his ass and leave it there?
How disgraceful.
Projecting a bit, aren't you? We're just fixing your mistakes.
Full well why we're here. We're simply cleaning up the mess left by your greed.
You're interfering with official Empire business, Mr. Goldner. I would suggest you back up immediately.
Right. I imagined you would make this claim again.
Oh my god.
But just to be sure, I took the liberty of calling in a few favors to get a second opinion, as it were.
Well, crap. Alethea steps out from the shadows, flanked by a large group of knights that quickly encircles you. He is looking... Sorry. She is looking around the library, eyes wide and fists clenched.
This place.
It's just as I explained, you see, Commander. An archivist's collection, buried underground.
I realized I was super hostile to Goldner last chapter. The frustration I was feeling didn't help, but can you blame me?
And the group of traitors who tried to hide this from the Empire.
Commander,
I suggest you hold your tongue for now, Victoria. I'll deal with you later. Elizabeth.
Alethea, let me explain.
This is uncomfortable.
So this is why you left all those years ago. I can't believe this.
Yeah, she would know about this place. We do know that. But I think that has less to do with the you think, really.
I helped you leave your position even when we needed you. I needed you on the front lines.
Oh boy.
I let you go because I believed you were breaking. And I wanted to keep you safe. But instead, you came here to help that traitor.
Liv was our friend. She sacrificed more than any of us for the Empire, only to have them turn on her when she was no longer needed.
Yeah, very much so.
She broke her oath as a mage and turned to forbidden magics.
On the Empire's orders.
The way I remember it, it was the Empire that demanded we do anything in our power to win the war.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said.
Enough. I won't hear more of your excuses. I will deal with your treason soon enough. Your old friend has clearly been busy collecting his hoard of illegal documents. This type of information is dangerous in the wrong hands.
Why? Just why? Because it's inconvenient for your government? Because it's inconvenient for you? There's something you need to understand, Alethea. Whether this information existed or not, these things happened. This is just documentation that it did happen. And one way or another, it's probably going to get out.
It must be removed at once.
Right. I'm sure this doesn't mirror anything happening right now at all. I'm looking at you, America. I don't remember which state in particular.
I see the Empire still would rather destroy the past than take a lesson from it. How predictable.
Yeah, I'm with you there, Michael.
Oh, the archivist himself, I presume? Your punishment shall be swift as well. The Paragon of Eridus has ordered me to set this matter straight. And I intend to follow my orders.
No, this is why you two broke up. Actually, I'm going to finish my drink and then go do my thing. Because we're actually making quite good time. I have returned. Sorry, I've been. I wanted to avoid that, but my body. Why am I not surprised?
You'd think I'd be more surprised the Empire would double-cross us in the end. But oddly enough, it seems quite on brand.
Believe what you must, alchemist. I gave you and your spirit a chance to redeem yourselves, but you have run out of time.
You didn't give us a time limit. Don't change the rules. Alethea holds up her hand, and there's a sound of blades being unsheathed.
That's not good.
They can't possibly be thinking about executing us here.
That appears to be exactly what they are thinking.
If I may, Commander.
What do you want?
While I agree with your swift judgment, I feel it is only right that the townsfolk are made aware of the tragedy we've avoided today.
Oh, Goldner. Your stupid has been so helpful.
They should be allowed to see the criminals themselves before justice is served.
And it can't possibly backfire, this way, right? Can't backfire at all. The commander looks down at him with visible disgust. Even Alethea thinks you're the lowest of the low, Goldner.
You wish to make a spectacle, so you can bask in the glory.
How crude. I merely suggest these people are made an example of, for the good of all citizens.
You could not be more cliche villain if you tried.
After all, if you don't have a public trial, I will have to be the one relaying my account to the masses.
Come on, Alethea, let him be stupid. He smirks crookedly, and Alethea sneers.
Fine. You'll get your spectacle, snake, after we are done dealing with this place. Knights, bring the prisoners. We're moving out. Burn this place.
Yeah, here we are. Here we are with the book burning.
No!
You watch in horror as the knights put torches to the age-old tomes, and within a minute, blazing fire fills the room. Michael is devastated, struggling against his captors, but there is no way out. Pardon me? Your group is dragged outside and up into the town square. You can't remember having ever seen the town in this state. Hey, there's that person again. A confusing and tense crowd has gathered in the square, murmuring anxiously among themselves as knights stationed in every corner keep watch, their faces stoic. Victoria's expression is an unreadable mask, unlike Anne and Caden, who struggle to hide their fear. Mine looks like she might be sick. And Michael? Michael hasn't looked up once since he saw the library burn. Alethea stands next to a grinning Goldner. He throws out his arms theatrically to gain the attention of the crowd.
My fellow citizens, it is with great joy that I bring before you the group responsible for all the bad luck that has befallen our town.
Don't mess with me, Goldner. You'll regret it.
These magic folk, these outsiders, have been caught hiding illegal magic artifacts beneath our town.
Again, got us some knowledge. Don't mess with me. The murmurs and cries of there are murmurs of cries and shock.
No doubt their actions are what brought about our misfortune. Killed the forests, burned our shops and more. So today, I, Nicholas Goldener, caught them red-handed, and the Knights of the Empire are here to bring them to justice.
Alethea, you are so close. Shove your sword right up there. Just don't even give it a second thought. Just go. Use your new sheath now. You can get a new sword afterwards. Let me explain what happened.
This is...
That's not what happened. Please let me explain what has been going on. Let's go, bitch. Let's go, bitch. The demons did not come from the library. They escaped from a hidden prison and away in the mines. The crowd becomes still, and then...
What's going on?
What's going on with the mines? Demons? Why did no one tell us about this?
What the?
What's going on here? Goldner glares at you darkly. Let's go. What's better, what's better, you're stupid or my... we both know the answer to that. Well, at least I do.
Lies and slander. Commander, silence this fiend at once.
Oh, no. You're the one who called for a trial, Goldner. Alethea gives the man a cold stare.
You wanted a trial, Messer Goldner.
Let's go.
I cannot see how you would disagree with the other side being allowed to present their case.
Yeah, that's how a trial works, Goldner. The crowd yells and jeers. Tell us the truth! A trial! Hold a trial! Let them speak! Goldner looks extremely uncomfortable, but brushes it off with a confident smirk.
Very well. If the people want a trial, then I shall lay the evidence bare, so you may all witness the chaos these people have wrought.
Oh, yeah, right. Let's go. We're going full-on Ace Attorney, bitch. Goldner is lying.
I'll tell you what happened.
Goldner is lying to you all. He is the reason why all of this started. The mining of the crystals has released a group of demons who were imprisoned down there. We've been trying. I'm the goddess of knowledge, not the goddess of reading. We have been trying to clean up his mess. Murmurs and whispers run through the crowd, outrage and anger making the color fade from Goldner's face.
Pathetic.
Lies and slander, all of it. There's nothing wrong with my mines, and even if there were, then I know nothing about it. You knew about the demons, asshole!
Actually...
But you did know. We found papers showing you... We found papers showing you were well aware of the demons trapped underground and the dangers of mining the crystals. Yet you kept the evidence to yourself so you couldn't see a dent in your profits. I should actually be making the Ace Attorney sounds like hold it and objection. I should be doing that, really.
This.
That. The entire town is dependent on the profit I create from the mines. I couldn't just shut down production on mere suspicion. And how did you come to be in possession of these papers? It seems like you would only like that would only be possible if you had stolen them from my home. The crowd murmurs angrily. To the treatment of his worker or Caden's sword. I think the workers would be the best option. Hold it! I've done everything in my power to keep everyone safe. You are the one who have been using and abusing you are the one who have been using and abusing your workers for years. We all know the stories. You don't care one bit for the people who work for you. You haven't done anything for this town and the way I have. Dude, I make sure your people don't have hangovers when they come into work. Don't even try it. I love these people. Bull crap. That's not true, though. The alchemist saved my child when no one else wanted to help. That's right. I'd completely forgotten about that. Why would a bad person go to such lengths to save a child? Ah, you guys.
Thank you.
You guys. Golner looks extremely flustered.
Enough of this.
That means nothing. I still have more evidence against you. The crowd part is for a couple of Goldner's goons who are carrying between them a stoic Quinn and a terrified Kim. Alethea glares.
Why do you?
What is the meaning of this, Goldner? I do not believe you have the authority to order people to be brought to you like criminals.
Let's see.
Let's call it a citizen's arrest. Bull crap. The flower shop owner has been aiding this group of villains, and we were shocked to find they were also harboring a child mage.
Tell me.
Is that true, mage?
Actually,
Kim was made aware of his powers barely a day ago. We agreed with your knight to allow him a bit of time to gather himself before he called for the demon hunters.
Report.
Victoria? That's the truth. I approved of this.
How disappointing.
Victoria grits her teeth. You might not agree with my decision, but you cannot argue that it wasn't in my authority to make it.
Let's hear it then.
That is true. And I'm very curious as to what their involvement is in this.
My brother was taken by one of those demons. The alchemist has been helping me try to save him.
The crowd murmurs.
You all know Ronan. He worked in the mines for years. He's a good man. But then he got hurt because the mines aren't safe. And he was angry and frustrated. Ronan turned all that anger against magic because that's what everyone else was fearing. But it wasn't magic that hurt him.
You tell him, kid.
He was that man.
He points at Goldner, who splutters.
Enough of this.
You little... I wouldn't go there if I were you.
About that.
I would rethink my words if I were you, Miss Sayre. Unless you really think attacking a child is a worthy defense. Goldner's jaw snaps shut as he sneers at Quinn, who is stepping in front of the child protectively. Fine, let the child speak. Tears are gathering in the young boy's eyes, but he gives a firm nod.
My brother. My true brother would never wish harm on anyone. But you would ignore the people being hurt under you. How many people are you going to destroy just to line your own pockets?
Funny how that thing has come to bite you in the ass, isn't it?
I thought the mine was supposed to make our lives better, not worse.
The crowd roars in agreement, and Goldner pales. Your actions have caught up with you.
You see...
Your actions have caught up with you, Goldner. This town knows who you truly are.
Now,
This is all that...
here.
This is all that mage's fault. They must have poisoned the kid's mind while teaching him. Quinn healed the forest.
Really?
That doesn't make sense. Quinn's a flower mage. They don't even have that sort of power. However, they did use their power to help restore the dead forest.
Tis.
We'll just keep it a secret that I played a part in that. What?
You see.
It's true. I saw it this morning. The anemone flowers are growing in the soil again.
I'm glad.
That's amazing.
How lovely.
I can't take the whole credit for it, though. The alchemist was a great help. Okay, we let that out quickly. Your argument falls flat.
So,
Are these really the horrible villains you make them out to be? Your character doesn't make sense, your case doesn't make sense, Goldner. And this is the point where I say exactly what I say what I picture at the end of an Ace Attorney case. Don't try to trick a trickster. You smile as the crowd cheers, clearly won over, and Goldner looks like he might pop a blood vessel in his face.
You filthy, little...
Seemingly having had enough of Goldner's theatrics, Alethea takes center stage, pushing the man aside. He sneers, but one glance from her steely eyes makes him grow silent, and a hush falls over the crowd. The commander unsheaths her blade and speaks solemnly.
The verdict is clear. The group of adventurers are found to be innocent of the alleged crimes.
Cue confetti, which somehow they always have. Fireworks if we're talking great Ace Attorney. The crowd cheers and you feel relief like no other wash over you. But then Alethea turns to Michael.
However, the case against the wild mage still stands.
Of course it does.
Illegal practice of magic, even with good intentions, cannot go unpunished.
She turns to Victoria, then hands her blade to your friend.
Commander?
This is your moment of redemption, Victoria. Carry out your sentence as a knight, and I may overlook your transgression.
Victoria takes the blade, looking down at Michael, who huffs, smirking through a bruised lip.
Do your worst, demon hunter.
She raises the blade. Please let's be rational.
Victoria, please. You can't possibly believe that this is right.
Oh, the alchemist is always such an idealist, trying to bring reason to a debate without it.
Michael chuckles softly, and Victoria grits her teeth, hands tightening around her blade, then lowers it.
I can't do it.
Atta girl.
What?
Alethea looks furious, but Victoria rounds on her, throwing out her hand.
This man has done nothing wrong. He's helped us catch numerous demons when you refuse to send us aid. I cannot, in good conscience, end his life. It isn't right. If the law doesn't permit fairness or decency, then it is the law that is wrong, not the accused.
Yeah! The crowd gasps, and Alethea's expression turns dark. There is sadness, but she pushes it back into a cold, hard expression. Alethea takes back her blade, but she does not sheath it.
Then as a traitor to the Empire, you will share his fate.
That's a cool pose. I mean, I know there's an ass shot, but still, I think it's a cool pose. Your companions step closer, forming a circle as the knights surround you. The knights are advancing, swords drawn, and Goldner is frothing at the mouth, furious.
That's it. Don't you dare let them get away. Justice must be served.
What? Everyone whips around to look at Goldner, who's clutching his throat, eyes bulging and face turning blue.
No. We had a deal.
He wheezes, and the crowd screams when black ichors pour from his mouth and eyes, painting his skin black. Oh boy. Yeah, remember that book we found? That wasn't just a children's story.
Demons.
Goldner collapses on the stage, all eyes turning to you and your companions.
No!
What's going on?
You see him in the crowd, smiling. Oh, crap.
Ronan.
Blackness is swirling around him. It comes from the crowd and is sucked into his locket, feeding it.
Thank you for the show, everyone. It was very impactful, even if I did have to improvise a little there at the end.
Oh boy. He disappears from the crowd and then reappears on the stage.
What's the meaning of this?
Merely cashing in on a deal. You see, old Goldner here wanted an edge against you lot. And in exchange, he promised me a deadly spectacle. When he didn't deliver, I took it upon myself to get what I was owed. When a subject fails to deliver on an order, they must be punished. Isn't that right, Commander?
Gee, it's almost like your choices in the past came back to bite you.
You. What did you do?
Oh, this is all you. I merely stoked the flames a little. Hate. Fear. Humanity's greatest weaknesses, yet incredibly potent in the right hands.
He purrs, holding up his locket, brimming with energy.
A mirage. You set this up to trap it.
This locket finally has the spirit it needs. Their own hate for magic will be what releases my brethren from their prison. How fitting.
Oh boy. A rune of magic begins to glow behind him as he moves to cast his spell.
Free. At long last.
Well, this is bad. The ground shakes and shadows grow longer as the realm of reality seems to shift and bend and finally crack. The seal breaks.
This can't be.
Get away from me!
The streets crack and people are screaming and fleeing in all directions as demons purr from the darkness.
Failed.
That's not good. Stay together.
We have to stick together and keep our heads cool. We can fix this.
No, you can't. I am sorry, child. But you have to go.
Elizabeth steps in front of you protectively.
Get out of here while you can. I'll hold him back.
Please think this through.
Elizabeth, please be reasonable. There's no way you can...
I know. I'm sorry. But you are still my apprentice. Trust me on this.
And if you ever had any doubt, Elizabeth was a badass.
Oh, such a moving scene.
I should say is.
I'm sorry, I have to cut it short.
Ronan gestures with his hand, and you watch as a demon comes flying out and surrounds you and your companions.
I won't let you.
Yeah, bitch!
Commander?
Get out of here, Victoria. Someone must report back to Eridas what's happened.
But...
Elizabeth is right. I might not always have been the best teacher for you, but you're still my student. Take the alchemist and go.
Understood. Olithia.
Don't think you can talk me out of this now, Elizabeth.
I know. I wouldn't dare challenge you.
You gotta give credit here. Whatever your opinions are of this game by now, this is a cool shot. Elizabeth throws a vial onto the ground and light explodes, making everyone stumble back, blinded.
Come on!
Mime grabs you by the hand, and you are surprised by the strength with which she pulls you through the crowd. Elizabeth isn't following you, instead throwing you a wink before she disappears into the smoke. You wind through the crowd of panicking townsfolk. It only takes a moment, and you are swept away by the tide. Mime's hand in yours is the only thing keeping you steady as you make for the forest. Chapter 6: The Sparrow. And this is actually where I'm going to stop this session. We made a good amount of progress, but here's the thing. If I go all the way through this scene like I usually do, then there isn't going to be much for the next recording, and like there isn't much of this game left. Chapter 6 and Chapter 7 are even shorter than this, and that's the end of and that's the end of the game. Anyway, this ends today's session. Thank you everyone for joining me. I'll see you all for the next one. And oh yes, and I am still working on my Tamamo avatar. I'm going to get back to doing that at some point. I just need to figure out how to put tails on her for at least a basic thing. But if you guys want to see me in that for some let's plays, let me know. Anyway, thank you all for watching.